Hi, good morning, everybody. This is your psychic Christine. I hope you all had a very wonderful week. We are now on Saturday and wishing you an awful happy weekend. I love this time of year. It's actually my favorite time of year. So, what I'm doing on my Instagram at Psychic Reading Expert, be sure to follow if you want to be a part of it, is every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a live stream tarot card Q&A. I get a lot of messages for, do you offer free questions? And I want to accommodate as many people as I possibly can without charge. I know a lot of people are skeptics, and that's expected. I'm used to that in my line of work and kind of want to dip their toes in the water a little bit. I totally get it. So Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be going live stream on my Instagram at Psychic Reading Expert. So that's singular, not plural. Psychic Reading Expert. So go ahead and give me a follow. As you know, I have two new psychics on board that are really awesome. Their readings are really accurate, and that's Psychic Jagger and Psychic Chrissy. So Psychic Chrissy is pretty blunt, direct, and to the point as far as her approach in how she does her psychic readings. And I like that. And I also like the gentle approach too. Psychic Jagger takes her time and goes over a lot of details with you, and they're both reasonably priced right now. Psychic Chrissy is $2.25 a minute via live chat, and Psychic Jagger is $2.25 a minute via telephone. So go check out my website, psychicreadingstoday.com, a psychic network like no other. So go ahead and do that. And I also have my radio thing going on. What's the name of it? It is Business Radio Talk 1. And I'm going to be doing a live interview October 14th at 1:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm pretty excited about doing that, and we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. I'm also October 1st going to be doing my services and selling my products at Yoga Hive here in Center City, Philadelphia, which is at 1914 Passyunk. So look at everything that's happening. I got a lot of stuff going on this season, and I'm really excited to get to all of you and, like I said, provide as much as I possibly can. I kind of want to make this a one-stop spiritual psychic reading, spiritual products, intention candles, and I want to give you a good bunch of really good psychics that I know and trust to help you with life advice and guidance as well. And also, I almost forgot, on October 26th, I'm doing a tea leaf psychic party event where I will be doing tea leaf readings, and there are going to be a bunch of other psychics here as well. So be sure to just pop in October 26th. Looking forward to seeing you guys then. Okay, so without further ado, this is our, talking about the other side and all kinds of spiritual stuff that go on, like ghost encounters and visits from family and loved ones and friends from the other side. So I am looking forward to a story coming up on Thursday, this coming Thursday. Someone reached out to me and sent me a story, which is a pretty interesting story, and I'm sure all of you are looking forward to hearing it. And some of the stuff that I talk about, some of the people that I work for find it a little too intense, but okay, so like I said, let's just get into this. So I was not a personal eyewitness to the story, but I did in fact see the evidence of what had happened. So this goes back to my great grandfather. Okay? Um, so this was like way, way, way back in the day. And he had become very sick. He died a young man, actually, from what I've heard. And he had 5 sons, one of which was my grandfather. My grandfather was the youngest, and he was very sick. I can't remember exactly what was wrong with him, but he did go into these hallucinations from time to time. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might have had pneumonia, something like that. So he was like kind of in and out, is what I heard had happened to him. And like I said, he had 5 boys, and when he was kind of in that out of conscious sort of state, he had claimed that spirits had come and were predicting that my grandfather would live a very short life. Okay, and of course he didn't want that to happen. So they were kind of hovering over my grandfather as a newborn baby and kind of predicting that he would have a short life ahead of him. So, of course, this made my great grandfather very upset, and he was exclaiming to this spirit that he wasn't happy with that or satisfied with that, and he felt that to be very unfair. So here's where we get into negotiation. So he went ahead and said and asked, well, how many years does he have? And they said X amount of years, and he said that's not enough. Can we take, considering that he had, I guess, 5 boys, can we take so many years off of this son's life? And they said yes. And then he asked, how many years does that give him now? And then the spirit said X amount of years. And again, my great grandfather wasn't satisfied. So he took a few years off of each son, meaning the other 4 sons that he had, and he asked the spirit to add them to his youngest child, which was my grandfather. And when the spirits finally told him that he would live to be 72, only at that point did he say, okay, 72 is old enough. So, like I said, my great-grandfather died very early. None of us knew him, including my grandfather. So our great-grandmother would tell us about the story, and crazy enough, she would tell my grandfather the story as well. And lo and behold, my grandfather, God rest his soul, and God rest all of their souls, passed away at, guess what, 72 years old. On the dot. It happened just like that. So what does this mean? What is my point? Obviously, through this story, we learn, and there are more stories like that I actually have to tell. What this means is that if you're going through a bad time or whatever, nothing is written in stone. Okay? Things can change. We have the ability to change, and obviously the other world in some cases are negotiable. So I don't know how many people believe in that, but I think that I don't think that. I know that some cultures believe that there's an actual spirit that comes around when there's a newborn baby that kind of cuts their lives, what their lives will be like in the future and how many years they're going to live and whatnot. And I wonder how many outside of what we've heard of, which is my background is from India, and I have some heritage from Greece and Turkey as well. I wonder how many others have heard of that or actually believe in that. And if you have, please send me over a message and let me know. So I thought that was, for me, that was a very interesting and intriguing story. And it kind of, opens up your mind to think about what the possibilities are here. So, yeah. So, anyway, moving forward, we are going to be hearing a story coming soon. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that interview from her this coming Thursday. She's got a story to tell as well. I don't want to mention her name because I'm not sure if she wants to remain anonymous or not. But yeah, we've got a couple of good ones coming your way. So please stay tuned, and please do share this podcast with others. Anyone that you think might be interested in these topics that I discuss, or anyone that you think this podcast would be helpful to. So thank you all so much for listening in, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you so much.